This is a tutorial for the Master Sword NMG category. This was initially done as an impromptu livestream on Twitch, which I then edited for time and clarity. As the name indicates, this category does not allow the exploration glitch, but does allow save and quit. Starts out much the same way as the Master Sword NMG category. You do escape, save and quit to Link's house, beat Eastern, and head to Saha's hut. The main difference is an optional clip on the Eastern overworld to bypass the majority of it and potentially save a few seconds if done well. You can learn more about this clip on the link to the Past Wiki by searching for Citrus. This tutorial is aimed at runners who have some existing glitch knowledge and will primarily cover the details specific to this category. I've included some links to additional resources in the description if you are new to glitches. So congratulations, you beat Eastern. So what we need to do now is go talk to Saha, get the boots, and then we're also going to get the bombs that are behind him, so you want to talk to him from the right over here and as high above as you can, just because we're running to the back anyway. You can skip these bombs if you want to do sword clip Kiki skip, but that would be for the more advanced players who probably don't need this tutorial anyway. Alright, so we've got bombs. The other thing I guess I should mention about Eastern is that you should always pick up the arrows in the big chest room, the 5 pot that's on the right side, because arrows are very, very scarce in this category, and we need as many as possible for landmo. So from here, you just save and quit, and we're going to go to the sanctuary. You can grab Saint Cart. I wouldn't recommend doing it now, because you're not really going to be worried about taking damage here, and I'll show you why here in just a little bit. Alright, there are a few ways you can approach this DMA as well. The strat I like to do is, as many of you can probably guess, just walks most of the way. Alright, so once you get to this point, you may have seen some other DMAs that where you dash buffer into the wall here, but that is a screen wrap, which we want to avoid because we just want to actually transition upwards. You want to get to this spot, or I think the spot above and below it works as well. What I look at is the bottom of Link's shadow is covering the grass patch right here, and the bottom of his shadow should be pretty much just aligned with the bottom of that. According to Doom, 425, 426, and 427 wall works. Once you get to this point, you have your sword charge. You're just going to do a spin dash, and then out of that spin dash, you're going to hold down right out of the spin, and that'll get you to this point. What you want to do from here is quick hop right, and then hold up left until you get to the edge, and then walk straight up. So the entire screen should look something like this. Yeah, that's another good point made by Jake, is that you want to be aligned with the right side of the cliff. So when I am doing this dash up here, I hold up the entire time, and I cancel pretty much right when the bottom of Link is aligned with where the two corners meet right here. So I cancel right there, kind of like with an upright, to make sure I walk up along the edge of the cliff, and then do the spin dash. Alright, good enough. So once you've transitioned here, you want to quick hop left like that, and then you just want to walk right, which will transition the screen and put you up on Death Mountain, except that the screen is actually wrapped to the top where Ether is. The goal here is to get into the Kiki skip cave, which will allow us to get into Palace of Darkness, because we're going to Palace of Darkness to get its big key, because getting that big key also gives us the big keys for Desert and Hera. So that's why we're doing this whole adventure. Oops, don't do that though. This is bad. Don't do that. Okay, so Link is at the bottom of the screen here, but we need to get into the cave. So what you want to do is dash right until Link is aligned with the left side of the entrance here to the Old Man Cave. And then you want to quick hop up, which will put you at the top of the screen here. And then you're going to want to walk straight down, charge a spin again, and we're going to do another spin dash so that we can clip through a ledge that's down here, which you hold down and then down right into straight right. dash right, quick hop, spin dash, jump off this ledge here. So once you have hopped off to this point, there are 3 Y coordinates that you want to look for here, E, E, and F. So there's the first one that'll work, there's the second one, and there's the third one. And once you get on any of these coordinates, all you have to do is dash to the left. So you dash left here, which will cause you to jump into the water. What you want to do is, as you are getting the water animation, start holding down. After you've jumped out here, just hold down left, and you'll get to this point up here, and there's actually a ledge here that you can quick hop. And then you're going to dash down from here, and then right here there's another ledge that you want to quick hop. And then right now we're on the ledge that is the entrance to Kiki Cave, so you just need to walk right and up and you'll be in the cave. I'll just do this a few times so you can see how it's supposed to go. That's a really good idea, Doom. I've never actually done that myself, and I really should, just so you have like a better understanding of what's going on while the screen is wrapped. Yeah, that was a really good idea, Doom. I think that helps a lot, so you can figure out what's going on. So yeah, the first quick hop like puts you above the entry to the old man cave, which is like right here. Your spin dash, oops. You want to dash there, click up here, walk right, and up. Cool, easy peasy. Alright, Kiki skip I'm not going to go over as well because there already exist resources for that. So do Kiki skip, get into pod. All we're grabbing here is the big key, so we don't actually have to worry about reloading the dungeon or anything like that. You can just walk here or you can dash, they're pretty much even. I just like walking because it's easier. Don't die to your own bomb, that would be bad. Alright, so pretty important to note here is that you're always going to want to grab these arrows. Yeah, that's true, Scribo. If you did reload the dungeon, you'd be kind of screwed because you wouldn't have the overflowed keys or underflowed or whatever it is, so you can just open whatever doors you want. But always grab those arrows, you're definitely going to want them. Grab the big key and just save and quit from here. Oh, okay, it's cave state big key, which I guess counts for desert and Hera because of reasons. Okay, so now that we've done Eastern, we've gotten the big key, so now we need to actually get into desert. So you're going to start from Link's house. Make your way down to this screen. Now you have a few options here. This next screen to the left where there are 2 guards is where we're going to be clipping. And those guards can be very annoying as you try to do that, so there are a few strategies that you can use to try to avoid them. The one that I was doing before I adopted the current strat that I'm doing is, I believe, a strat that Doomtap does. So you want to transition around here, kind of where the tree is, or that patch of grass. Walk down here, dash left, slash this guy, charge a spin and wait for him to come back and then kill him with your spin, and then you can start doing the clip. Which is a pretty good safe approach, I feel like. You want to do that, because this is nice because as you're getting over here, it gives you time to like kind of put yourself on the right coordinate. Which, if you guys are familiar at all with how we get into Mire for all dungeons, this is pretty much the exact same clip, but just in Light World. So there are 2 Y coordinates that work here. The first one I'm on right now is C93. For this one, you want the bottom of Link's shadow on the right side to be aligned with the cliff shadow when you do the clip, so the coordinate you're going to end up on is 452 C93. And so you just do normal dash buffer clip, release your spin, hold down left out of that, and then you can quick hop to that part if you want. The Y coordinates below this also works. If I can get to 94. Alright, for 94 you want 1 pixel of shadow sticking out from the edge of the cliff. And that'll still work. So those are your 2 good coordinates that you want to be clipping on for this version of it. I'll show the strat that I use to avoid the guards entirely. It's a little bit slower, but it is pretty much safe from them. It starts out pretty much like my Dark World strat. You just down pump the entire way here, slash through these bushes, down pump. And I like using the pause to lamp here to kind of check my position where I'm at for the clip. I can do everything except the actual taps. Show that one more time. This is just safe and easy strat. It's a little bit slower, but you're never gonna have to worry about the guards unless you just are really, really slow on your clip. I guess I'll show the spin speed version. I wouldn't recommend this for RTA at all because it does have a lot of risk of soft locking. But you can do a spin dash here, and then you want to hold down left and get into the cliff a little bit. And the pause buffer to lamp is really, really good for this. From here you actually need to hold up left and move up through the cliff a little bit. And then from here I believe you want to hold left to actually do the hop. And then as you're hopping, you want to hold right so that you pop out. I want to transition really low here because it's just better for avoiding the guard IMO. There you go. That was because I didn't go up left far enough. So yeah, I don't recommend this for RTA at all. There's a lot of ways it can go wrong, like if you hop early, for instance, like that, you're just soft locked and there's nothing you can do. Gotcha. But yeah, this strat is really, really fast. So if you are like really wanting to like grind out a few seconds, then this strat is good. I usually dash left here and then up. Doesn't really matter though. The big thing is that you do not want to transition north. Anyway, I like dashing left and up here, then dash left here, then just hop off this ledge. Okay, so now to actually get into the back half of desert, this clip is stupid easy. You just dash buffer until you can't dash buffer anymore, and you'll auto hop to behind the rocks. That's all you have to do. Yeah. That's kind of a reason, I guess, I don't like dashing straight up there, just because I feel like I don't have as good of a visual cue. The range to do this in is actually really wide. You have to be pretty high for it to not to work. I want to say like here is bad. Oh no, this still works. Holy shit. You can be super high, apparently. Yeah, the window for this is huge, so just like find a spot, get to it, do the clip, and you're good to go. So that puts you in the back half of desert. We already have the big key, so you don't have to worry about anything else. You just complete this pretty much exactly as you would in NMG. The only difference is you're like 99% going to want to grab the arrows before land mo. Better to have more arrows too. You can beat him if you light from below. Okay. Alright, so if you light from below, try to light from as far away as possible and just try to beat him. Like that. But if you're human and prone to error, I would say do this. Even though it's not 100%, because if you get a bad frame roll, he can track you really quickly, it seems. We're just gonna do land mo and move on. If you really struggle, you can dash to first torch to light it, and then grab the arrow pot from the side. I guess that's an idea, yeah. And you're going to save and quit again. And we're going to go back to Sanctuary. Because we're going to do DMA again. If you do want to grab Saint Cart, I would actually recommend doing it right now at this part. But it's IMO, it's very much not necessary. Even if you're just starting out. Okay, so same DMA as before. Sword charge, man. Alright, same DMA. Now we're just gonna keep dashing right for a long time here until we see this rock right here. This rock is your cue to move up and quick hop. And then you're gonna dash down until you get into like the middle of the rock here. And then you're gonna dash right. And the entrance to Hera is right here in the normal like spot. If you've ever like done a screen wrap clip before, you're used to seeing it like pretty much in this location. That's the entrance to Hera right there. So just dash right, quick hop up, dash down, dash right, walk into Hera. So just do right side like you've already got the big key, which we do. You don't have to grab that bomb. Since we're not doing bomb jump, it's wholly unnecessary. But we're pretty much going to complete Hera as you would in Master Sword NMG. Just go beat the boss. You don't have to grab the Moon Pearl or anything like that. You can grab this heart here if you want. It's more so based on what the mini Moldums are doing. The faster route is to pick up this top pot, but if you feel like you need or want the heart, or if the mini Moldums are just giving you RNG to where it makes more sense to walk down here, just grab this pot and then dash here, come below the pots, dash up, deal with those the usual way. Grabbing the heart loses about 10 to 15 frames according to Jake, so... Alright, so beat the worm. Okay, so Moldorm's dead. We have all 3 pendants. Streamer, how did you stay on the ledge without falling? I was hovering the entire time. I definitely wasn't just holding my sword out and holding away from the ledge. Okay, so coming out of Hera, you want to actually get spin speed here. It's quite important for the clip coming up. We're actually going to go left here, and we're going to go up towards the Ether Tablet. And our goal here is to do a version of DMD that gets us down into the Lumberjack area. As you are crossing this bridge, it is very, very important that at some point you face down and then hold down left. Because what this is going to do is it's going to reset your subpixel to a value that will allow us to actually complete this clip and won't kick you out. If you don't set it correctly, you have it's probably like a 50-50, I would guess, of just getting kicked out and then having to redo your spin dash. So as you're crossing the bridge, face down, hold down left, and just keep holding down left until you clip through there. From here, just walk up left and transition the screen. Then you're going to face down, dash, so that you jump off the ledge, dash down again, so you dash down this slope. This dash here you want to cancel quite low. You want to be like as low on this tree as you possibly can, because otherwise you're going to run into these guys. And if you try to hit A here again, guess what's going to happen? You're going to have a nice little friendly chat with these guys, and that's going to lose you some time. Can confirm that you can still PB that way though. With the biggest hitbox ever, yes. Alright, so I'll show what happens, or potentially happens, if you don't reset your subpixel. You'll be sent back up here, I think, where you like initially left. And so what you would do is just do another spin dash so you get the state again, and hold down into the wall and then clip off of it. And then the route through Lost Woods is just the same as before. Nothing new there. I mean, Lost Woods has a kind of a cool palette, but there's really nothing different about the movement here. It does seem like that, doesn't it, Chex? More like Lumberjank. Got him. Fucking roasted.